6 months into the installation of a sculpture at the frontier of the Supreme Court in Dhaka as a symbolic representation of justice and impartiality, authorities have taken it down from its original location following protests by hardline Islamists. The subsequent relocation last night has relieved the installation's sculptor Minal Haq partly, but he is upset nonetheless.
They don't want to believe that this is a sculpture. They say, no, this is not a sculpture, this is a murti. But we try to let them understand murti is which is kept in the mandir. Hindu, Buddhist, then Christian, they need it for their puja. But they don't agree.
In the early stage of the protest, the hardline Islamists only demanded the statue of the Lady Justice be removed. They say it replicated Greek goddess Themis and contravenes Muslim society's values. However, now they have urged the government to remove all sculptures across Muslim-majority Bangladesh.
আমরা মনে করি বাংলাদেশের অধিকাংশ মানুষ 95% মানুষ
We believe 95% of the people of Bangladesh have taken a position against the removal of the Themis goddess, because this deity of Themis is like a curse for Bangladesh. It is a symbol of colonialism and a major attack on democracy. In the name of universality, it is contrary to the moral values and it is against the constitution of Bangladesh. It is provocative to communalism, and for many reasons we have demanded the removal of this statue specifically.
বিভিন্ন আরো অন্যগুলি অনেক কারণে আমরা এই মূর্তিটি অপসারণের দাবি জানিয়েছি সুনির্দিষ্টভাবে।
At the onset of a secular political ideology, the Awami League government has come under criticism for giving in to Islamist demands. Hardline Islamist group Hifazat-e-Islam has thanked the government for keeping most of its demands.
With the election looming, winning the election has become, I think, more important to the government than the political ideology of sort of secularism. I think the government is, it seems, want to get a share of sort of the so-called Islamic vote. I mean, we have about 20 Islamic parties, and roughly one would say that 10% of the vote, 10 to 12% of the vote would be sort of this so-called Islamic vote. And this Hifazat has emerged, not as a political party, but has emerged with a group, with a large sort of this following the religious students. And I think the government feels that it doesn't want to get into confrontation to alienate this so-called Islamic vote.
The government has changed the primary school curriculum by bringing in contents that has largely Islamic connotation. Bangladesh is secular by the principles of the constitution, but prescribes Islam as the state religion. Attacks on bloggers, gay rights activists, religious minority groups have shown intolerance to the minority community in the country. The relocation of the sculpture at the Supreme Court comes amid concerns of Bangladesh giving in to hardline Islamist sentiments. In Dhaka, Saad Hamadi, WION.